bit of a boring one, but I had to talk about it somewhere, and I didn't feel like typing all that again, because I already had a text conversation with my lovely partner. I am not neurotypical. I am mentally ill, and most likely, very likely, autistic, and or ADHD. Not officially diagnosed. I'm not, like, telling you that, like, a doctor, whoever diagnosed me with any of this. I'm telling you it's the most likely, like, explanation to why I am the way I am. Okay, I'm gonna get that out of the way before you go fucking crazy on me, okay? I can be blunt sometimes, and it might seem extremely rude. I'm not trying to be rude. That is how I communicate. And I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry that I can't express my emotions the way a normal person would, and that I sound like a toxic, abusive boyfriend every time I want to fucking tell something to fucking someone, especially my partner. I'm sorry that I sound like a toxic friend, and that, I'm not, like, good at communicating whatever. I've been told so many times that I guilt trip people, but literally the only times people have been telling me that I'm guilt tripping someone is when I'm not masking my fucking whatever the fuck is going on up here, okay? I'm sorry that I can't be your picture perfect little uwu trans mask guy, sorry. I'm fucking mentally ill. I've been depressed since 5th grade. I tried to, after my fucking toxic ex-girlfriend told me that I was toxic to her, even though she was the one manipulating me, and whenever she broke up with me, she had a whole ass other person to, like, back her up there. Fucking Elizabeth Schmidt. Yes, I'm name dropping. No, I don't fucking care. She can go fucking kill herself for all I care. Unless she already did. That's wonderful. I fucking hate that bitch, okay? Look me in my white boy eyes. I hate her. I hate her so much. You did not have to fucking do all of that over a breakup. Especially with the way she reacted, because she broke up with me because I was the toxic one. And she was the one that had guilt tripped me so many times in our relationship, and also faked having Tourette's. And after I broke up with her, I eventually had a crush on someone else, and she had this quote-unquote tick where she would, like, say over and over again, dead name has a crush on Maddie. Say Maddie. And she would just say, like, dead name has a crush on Maddie. Dead name has a crush on Maddie. And I'm like, hey man, I don't know why you're doing that. Can you stop doing that? And she's like, sorry, it's just a new tick I developed. That went on for a whole fucking week, mind you. And then all of a sudden, it just went away. It went away right after Maddie knew that I had a crush on them. Right after Maddie didn't acknowledge my feelings in a way that was, like, respectful, or, like, even tell me that they're not interested in any kind of relationship at the moment. That's what really fucked me up, aside from all the family issues and stuff. Because, like, not to, like, have a pity party over here, and I'm not trying to guilt trip anyone. Again, I'm not trying to guilt trip anyone. I didn't have the greatest family situation. I was not physically abused, I was not verbally abused, any kind of that. I know that a lot of people had it worse, way worse than me, but that does not mean I'm not allowed to complain, because my siblings and my father have always had the worst relationship. They always had fights. My parents would always have arguments. My mom punched a window open with her bare hand one time because her and my dad were arguing. I was 5 years old and I was fucking traumatized from that, okay? And then, not to mention, I was bullied in kindergarten? I'm literally 5 years old. Why are you doing this to me? Like, my fellow classmates would call me names and, like, touch me and stuff. And I'm like, hey, teacher, they're doing this stuff. I don't want them to do it anymore. The teacher was like, you need to stop being a tattletale. Okay, I was told to shut the fuck up for my whole fucking life and deal with it because other people had it worse than me, or I'm being a tattletale, or I need to stop complaining because I have a roof over my head and I have clothes and food and, like, whatever the fuck. Back to my main point. That's other stuff as to why I'm the way I am. Besides just, like, having a brain that is different brain chemicals, okay? I'm not normal. I don't fit into society's perfect little box of what a person should be, much less a child, because I am a child. I am a teenager. My brain is not fully developed yet. I'm not toxic, and if I did anything bad and someone tells me that I did something bad, I will apologize profusely because I feel extremely bad, and I will try my very best to make up whatever I did. Even if it was like something so minuscule. If it was like I said one singular word to my friend that made them feel hurt, I will, like, do everything in my power to make that up to them. Like, I overcompensate for things. Because if I don't, shit's gonna spread about me and everyone's gonna be like, oh, look at Milo, he's so rude, he's such an asshole. No one be friends with him, no one talk to him, he's so mean. Because that's happened before. And it might seem like I'm trying to buy people's friendship. I'm not. I just want to have friends because also, while I do try to, like, compensate for the shit that I've done, like, fuck, what was I gonna say? I'm not trying to buy my friend's friendship. While I do try to compensate for shit that I did, I do genuinely enjoy, like, making my friends happy, giving them stuff, and, like, buying them stuff and whatever. I like seeing my friends happy. Is that so much? Is that too much for one teenage boy? I'm sorry that I have friends. I'm sorry that I have a fucking somewhat happy life. I'm sorry that I don't convey emotions the proper way. I'm sorry that I always sound like I'm guilt-tripping people, but really, I'm just being blunt, because that's the only way I know how to really be, unless I'm, like, trying to suck up to someone that I don't really like, and I'm just, like, sitting very timidly in the corner, because I have to mask my fucking weirdness, because if I don't, God knows what the fuck could happen to me in this country right now. I'm in America, and people like me are not very accepted right now, nor have they really ever been in this country. I have to pretend to be normal most of the day, and I don't know what to do about that. I don't want to get harassed any more than I already have been, because I had to get a restraining order against a guy the other day. I don't want to be assaulted in any kind of way. I don't want to be made fun of any more than I already have to be. I don't want to get bullied more than I have been for the past 3 years, because it's finally started to settle down, because there's a higher ratio of alternative and queer people to normal... Fuck, I'm saying normal people. Popular people, normal people in my school. Thanks for listening to me bitch about this, by the way. And I know, for the millionth time, I know, it sounds like I'm having a great pity party over here. I'm such a crybaby. I complain over everything. But I'm seriously fucking tired of my feelings not being considered, because I'm people see me as the toxic friend that like says mean things to you and like just like spreads bullshit about people when I'm literally just trying to fucking talk to you. Maybe I can't have a normal conversation like a normal person would. Have you considered that I don't have normal brain chemicals? Have you considered that I'm known as an anomaly in society? Have you considered that at 3 or 4 separate points in my life, I have had blue hair and different pronouns at each blue hair stage? And I like human rights. I like women's rights. Abortion is healthcare. I'm pro-choice. My body is my choice. I'll get as many piercings and tattoos as I am comfortable with. And I'm gonna get top surgery one day. I'm gonna take HRT one day. And you're not gonna stop me. Because if I have to, I will go to a whole other country to get gender-affirming care for myself. I sound so fucking pathetic. And I'm not trying to get your pity. I'm not trying to get you to be like, oh, poor guy, I should feel bad for him. I'm just a 15-year-old boy. I'm just a 15-year-old boy. I might be crazy. Who fucking knows? I am crazy. Let's just say that. Why not? I don't know. I probably don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm just a kid. I don't know what's going on. I'm tired. Since January, I've been in and out of depressive episodes. My room is an absolute garbage dump, and I don't have any kind of energy to clean it. I can't even properly take care of myself. I don't brush my teeth every day. Sometimes I don't take showers for like half a week at a time. Sometimes I wear the same clothes like 2 weeks in a row because I just don't feel like washing them. I have poor hygiene most of the time. I can at least remember to put deodorant on, okay? And you might be thinking, oh, that's so gross. That's so disgusting. Why would you do that? I'm not making the conscious decision to let myself rot away at the ripe age of 15, where everything in my life is going wrong, besides the fact that I have friends and a partner. What do you fucking want me to do? I can't do anything about my situation. All I can do right now is get my grades up and wash my clothes and whatever else I need to do, and that's all I can do. I can't move out of this godforsaken state or this godforsaken country. I can't do anything. I'm sorry that I'm mean. I'm sorry that I'm toxic. And I'm sorry that I sound absolutely fucking crazy right now, and you're probably gonna be watching this and you're gonna be like, oh, I bet he's a toxic person anyway. I bet he's one of those guys that's like, oh, but I'm not toxic. I'm just blah, 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 blah. And, like, he's actually toxic. I don't have a big fucking ego. I actually deprecate myself every day. Do I have to do it on camera for you right now? Because I will, to prove to you that I am not who people think I am. God, I sound horrible right now, don't I? I'm sorry for existing. That basically sums up this whole thing. I'm sorry for existing. I've attempted not to. Nothing good came out of it. I can't win either way. I might as well live as much as I can. I'll try to make the best of what I have, but I'm sorry for existing. I'm sorry that you might see me as this loud, crazy, mean guy who says things that he shouldn't. But when I say something and you take it a certain way, I didn't mean it like that, okay? That's all I have to say. That is not all I have to say. I've said a lot more. I spent 15 minutes blabbering on about this. I say that a lot. That is not all I have to say. I'm sorry that I feel some emotions more strong than you might, and other emotions less strong than you might. If you're even the average person. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to live. And if I get in your way, just don't talk to me. If I'm in your way, move. Don't shove me. Don't poke at me. Don't yell at me. Just move or politely ask me to get out of the way. You don't even have to do anything else. I'm sorry that I exist in a country full of assholes that don't like me, okay? Goodbye. I love you guys. I'm not dying. I meant that as the end of the video, okay? I love you guys. Bye.